Our mission to personalize healthcare and create vitality and enthusiasm in healing. We are here for you when you need us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services. .835 KSJE, you're listening to the Scott Michlin Morning Program. Good morning, everybody, and a special good morning to our viewers who are watching us live this morning on our Facebook page and the new KSJE channel on YouTube. It's 25 degrees outside our studios here at San Juan College. Winds are out of the east, 3 miles per hour, and the weather forecast calls for a mostly sunny day today, 47 for a high, 20 overnight, 52 for a high tomorrow, mid-50s for Friday and Saturday. But take a look at Wednesday night. That's the night before Thanksgiving next week. In the forecast, a 30% chance of showers and snow flurries perhaps next Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on that in case it impacts any holiday travel. But that is the long-range forecast, at least at this point. I'm Scott Michlin. My guests on the radio this morning from Presbyterian Medical Services. We are talking about the annual Festival of Trees, which is going to be here before you know it. The opening day of the Festival of Trees is coming up on, it's going to be Wednesday, November 28th. And so my guest, Susan Donati, is here, and Melissa Sharp from Presbyterian Medical Services. And again, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good to have you both here to talk about the festival. And during the break, we were talking a bit about all the trees that are going to be on display, and you could still put a tree in if people are listening this morning, right?
Yeah, it's not too late, so we encourage you to send in your paperwork. That's really all that I need from you. Just some information about what you're looking to enter into the festival. Could be a tree, it could be a wreath, holiday decor.
Now, what does that mean? Holiday decor? Is that just
like centerpieces for your table, or for your
some garland or something, or things like that? I suppose.
Yeah, decorated garland.
Right.
We have that. And,
okay.
We've had wall hanging quilts.
Right.
Whatever is holiday-ish. I guess.
Whatever fits, I suppose. Right.
Yeah, it could be artwork. It could be gift certificates. We have a very active committee who go out and approach our local businesses and ask them to contribute towards our gift certificate trees. So we've got a really strong support from our community for those trees, and have had for a number of years. So we're looking forward to another successful year of that. People love to win those gift certificate trees, so very popular.
That's true. That is very true, because they add up. I mean, you see a tree and it's got, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars of gift certificates,
$1,500 or something.
Thousands,
yeah. We had over $5,000 worth of gift certificates donated we had a variety of trees.
Right.
4 trees.
That's true.
Gift certificates.
And so again, you've got about how many trees signed up so far?
We have about 50 signed up so far, and my goal is to have 70 entries, and that can be everything of trees and wreaths and all those other things that I just mentioned. So we have a bigger space this year, so I'd love to see it full. And I just want to encourage people who think, a tree is it's too much for me right now. I can't commit to that. To think, especially if it's your first time, to think about maybe doing something a little bit smaller. So we'd love to have some wreaths. That's kind of a good way to start. So, so I would encourage people to, if you're at all interested, reach out to me, and I can answer questions and help you along with the process. Right.
And I think the thing that a lot of people maybe don't realize is the number of people that come through the festival during those, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. You've got, how many do you estimate? I mean, it's thousands.
We've never estimated.
You're right.
Yeah. Thousands.
That's a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right. It's really hard because people come and go, and it's not a
you don't have someone at the door counting everybody that comes in.
No, we don't. We've talked about that, but we know it's probably close to, we've estimated at like 10,000 before. So it's a great way to promote your business, and that business can be anything. It doesn't have to be, your typical retailer. It can be any type of service, are popular for people to win. Everyone loves to win.
That's true. They do indeed. And so, as we were talking about before, you've got a lot of extra events as part of the Festival of Trees. We talked a little bit about the opening schedule, which is on Wednesday, November 28th, and that pre-purchase opportunity Wednesday afternoon before the festival opens to the public at 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening, and then on Thursday, all the different events going on, and we can continue with the schedule and talk a bit more about what's coming up on Friday. You'll have a coffee break, which everyone loves and needs
coffee
by Friday.
Right. So it's from 8 to 10 on Friday morning, and it's sponsored by Papa Murphy's, which is another new sponsor to us this year, so we're grateful to have them. We are providing coffee and tea and all kinds of breakfast goodies for people to come and enjoy, and tickets are $6, and they get a mug with that to take home, so it's a nice little perk. But we encourage business groups to come. It's a good kind of team building time to just get out of the office and enjoy something a little different. You can walk around the trees, and you can also purchase raffle tickets at that time and try to win something.
Very good. And again, tickets are available online. That's that same site, right? That
Yes,
Eventbrite site, where folks can go and take their staff out for coffee or what have you, and buy a group of tickets at that time.
Yeah, you can buy them ahead of time, or you can buy them right then and there at the event.
Okay, very good. And then the festival will open to the public at 10 o'clock, and then there's a senior social hour time in the afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's become one of our most, not most popular, but it's a very popular time. We have a lot of assisted living centers that bring their residents, and we also just have a lot of other people. You don't have to be a senior to attend then. It's from 1 o'clock to 3, and this year our sponsor's On the Spot Cleaning. That's a new sponsor also that we have this year. And it's just it's kind of a more quiet time at the festival. There will be cookies and breads and coffee available. And again, there's no charge for this one. And from 1 to 1:45, we have the Piedra Vista High School Choir will be performing. And then from 2 to 3, Sheldon Pickering, which is, he's just amazing in the way that he plays his piano. And so it's just really a kind of like I said, a more quiet time. If you don't like the hustle and bustle of all the kids running around and everything, it's a nice time to come.
Very true. Well, that's happening, and again, that's something we haven't talked about, is all the entertainment that you usually have in conjunction with a lot of these events, right? There's a lot of musical groups and performers who are part of the Festival of Trees who come and entertain a little bit at all these events, right?
Yeah, and this year we're excited that we are going to have a group from Farmington High School that will be performing at the Family Night event. They will be kind of wandering around caroling, so that'll be a nice addition and really make it feel very festive.
Great. And again, for folks just joining us, that'll be Thursday night is the Family Night event, in both inside and outside, basically the Civic Center, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Last year we just had the outside because of the construction.
Right.
This year we'll have both inside and outside.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're fine. I was going to say on Wednesday we have Tennille's Violin House.
Right.
So that's on Wednesday, 6:30 to 7:30. Her group comes and always does a really nice performance. And then we have, now that we've started mentioning them, we have Edie Farm is playing at the Coffee. And then the ones that I mentioned for the senior social time.
Very good. And that's again on Friday from 1 to 3. And I imagine it's great for those folks to get out of those assisted living centers and see all the trees and just kind of get into the holiday spirit too. I know that's nice for those residents. So.
Right. It is.
Nice to do. And then you have an event Friday night.
We do, holiday happy hour.
Right.
And speaking of entertainment, we have the Zia Chicks that are going to be performing for us, and that is $20 a person. And that includes appetizers, heavy hors d'oeuvres, and a drink ticket, I believe. And it's just a fun time to go. We'll have it's still open to the public at that time, but we will have an area cordoned off for the happy hour. Right. And so it's just a fun time to come with your friends. You can dance if you want. We'll have a dance floor put up, and just a time to socialize and enjoy the event. Very nice. And that is Friday night, again, 6 to 9, and a $20 ticket. And again, same rules apply, right? You can buy them online or at the PMS office there off across from City Hall, or can you get them at the door?
Yes, you can get them at the door. Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a lot of people who are coming out to the festival that night and see that happening and then buy their tickets right then on the spot because they are interested and want to take part in the fun that's going on in our little section. And we've got some good restaurants that are donating food to the event this year, so we're excited about what kind of food we can offer. And you also get 2 raffle tickets, so
nice.
we encourage people to go and
All right.
drop their tickets in.
That's the one of the last opportunities.
Yes, it
that
is.
Friday night, right? Because then we have Saturday,
Right.
and that is when everything kind of comes to a head.
Crazy.
Well, that's another way to put it,
Yeah.
Melissa. Sure.
Yeah, it does. But some people love that.
Right.
You know, there are a lot of people who love coming on Saturday because
Right.
it is busy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is your final opportunity to drop your tickets into the bucket, basically, in front of whatever tree or wreath or whatever that you want to try to win, basically, right?
And that day is like Melissa mentioned, pretty crazy. There's a lot of people who come. They have their strategy of, some people wait till the last minute to put their tickets in, and but I would just want to encourage people to come maybe multiple times if it's convenient for you, because it's really, when it's busy like that, it's very hard to really see the trees and the items that are there, to see what all is on them. Some of them are just so detailed, and maybe if you come during one of those quiet times like senior social time, and just really get a sense of what, just so you don't miss anything.
Right,
and then
sure.
come back that last crazy day if you want,
Right.
if that's your plan, and drop all your tickets in.
That's how it works, right? And so that is how it goes, and you've got it set that the ticket sales will cease at noon, and the drawing starts at 1 o'clock.
Right.
Yes. And we also have from 10:30 to 11:30 the San Juan College Ensemble is going to be
Nice.
singing.
Performing,
Yeah.
and great.
Yeah. So those times that you mentioned are really important.
Yes.
People can know that the ticket sales do cease at noon.
Okay.
We usually will have people show up and be heartbroken at 12:30.
Right.
And then we will close the doors at 12:30. We do have started a movie in the auditorium at noon. That has helped get people out and gives them something to do between 12 and 1 when the raffle starts.
Right.
And this year we're excited that we have a brand new Master of Ceremonies
Oh.
on Saturday.
Who'd you get?
A fellow named Scott Michlin.
Oh,
I
that
don't know
guy.
if you know who he is.
Oh, my God.
So
He's all-
anyway,
he's all over the place.
He's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Right.
So
Well,
we
but-
appreciate you saying
you.
that you'll do that for us. And
I'm looking forward to being part of this organized chaos. So I think it'll be fun on Saturday. And but that is another thing too, that if someone has shown up earlier in the week and they've entered their tickets and they're a winner, they need to be available Saturday afternoon, right?
Yes.
To pick up their tree, their wreath, their whatever, right?
Yeah, if they don't show up, then we draw another ticket.
Okay.
but you do not have to be present to win.
Right.
We'll
You
call.
have to, just have a phone number where you are available to be contacted and be able to pick up your tree between 1 and 2:30.
Okay. But that's usually pretty important, right? Because I know the Civic Center is usually booked, and so you've kind of got to
Right.
Clean
empty
up
out
and move
that
out.
that ballroom.
Yeah, yeah, we have to exit pretty quickly. It's a lot of hands on deck to get it all cleared out. And the drawing time, the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, is something that a lot of people really look forward to. We couldn't offer it last year because of the construction to the Civic Center. And we had a lot of disappointed people who
Right.
who like to be present just to see if their name is called, and possibly their friends and family are, to see if their friends and families are winners.
Sure.
So we're excited to have that again, and thank you for doing it for us.
Well-
But yeah, you don't have to be there. You can come when you're called.
Okay. But be near your phone.
Yes.
Right.
And,
yeah, have your phone close.
That's the most sad thing is when you try to call someone and they're not there, and you call. We
Right.
called 3 or 4 times, and we call all the way up until about 2:30.
Okay.
And then we'll have to redraw.
Right. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And I know for the tickets, and I know people will buy, because at 50 cents a piece, they'll buy a bunch at a time, and they have strategies. I think it's really amazing to watch people when they come in, and they will bring in their address labels and maybe the adhesive ones, and they can just stick them on the ticket, and
Yeah.
as long as it has a phone number, they're good to go, right? I mean,
just
that's what
name
they
and
need.
phone number.
That's what you
That's
need.
all you need on your ticket. We have people who come very prepared, and then others who come not really sure of how it all works, and they'll buy maybe 100 tickets and have to sit there and fill them all out. This year we're doing something different, and we're offering for a price to print labels for you.
Really?
So if you show up and you didn't expect love the trees so much and buy that many tickets, then we'll print your labels for you, and you can just stick them on.
Look at that.
And we also take credit cards. So that's something that we started doing about 2 years ago, and every year we've had more and more people come in who want to pay by credit card. So,
okay.
So you don't have to have cash.
Well, that may help a lot of folks too.
Yeah.
And Scott, I want to make sure that we give a shout out to Marion Oil and Gas.
Yes, they are your presenting sponsor.
They are our presenting sponsor and have been for several years, and they are so generous, and we really want to say thank you to them for their continued support of us.
Indeed. And they, I know they do a lot in the community. They certainly support KSJE, and we appreciate them as well, and do a lot. So it's great that they are still a part of this event after all these years and make it possible. So that's terrific. Well, we just have a couple of minutes remaining this morning, everybody. So again, Festival of Trees, you still have room for more trees, I guess is the message of this morning, if folks are listening, or wreaths or whatever.
Whatever you want to contribute. It can even be a product. We have a local caterer who has donated dinner for 6. So, think outside the box. We'd love to have it, and you can reach out to me directly, or you can visit our Facebook page, and my name's all over there.
Okay.
It's PMS Festival of Trees.
Or message you through Facebook. That would come to you, I imagine, and you would see that come in, and you can make arrangements. But it's not too late, even though it's just, a little over 2 weeks away.
And we do love to have a variety of things, because not everyone has room for a tree, or they already have their tree. So the more varied we can get in the things that we have, the more people can find something that they love.
Very true. And I know, I remember seeing something about gingerbread, and I don't think we've talked about that yet this morning. Can we mention it briefly?
Yep. We have a gingerbread contest. It's sponsored by Fundamentals Child Development Center. They kind of handle everything about it. They have a team of volunteers who judge the gingerbread entries. There's some guidelines and a registration form for that, also found on our Facebook page. So we've got individuals and groups who take part in that. It can be any age. It doesn't have to be children. So we encourage you, if that's of interest to you, to take part, because it's fun to have those available for people to see as they're coming to the festival.
Sure.
Really
and that's
nice
runs the whole length of the festival, right?
It does,
having those on display.
Yeah, Saturday, we take the displays down on Friday night, just because Saturday is very
little crazy, like
busy.
you mentioned. Yeah, busy is a good word.
Yeah, we don't raffle those off.
No.
Correct.
No,
we don't.
Yeah.
They're just on display.
Yeah.
But that's wonderful. Well, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for coming in this morning. I can't believe it's already time for Festival of Trees, but it is. So it'll be here before we know it.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful.
We're looking forward to it.
Very good. Thank you both.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Melissa Sharp and Suzanne Donati, my guests here, talking about the Festival of Trees on KSJE. Back with more in just a moment. The time right now is 8:52. This program on KSJE is supported by Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation, providing a competent, innovative, and caring team of professionals to serve wealth management, trust administration, employee benefit plans, retirement planning, and estate settlement needs. Find out more about Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation at 505-599-0181.